If you guys want to see what it's like with 3 kids, keep watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Morning, everybody. It is currently 8:40 in the morning. It is February 3rd. I just changed my daughter. By the way, this is Raina. I just fed and changed her. I'm gonna give her a bath today. She's still hungry. Hold on. I'm really happy to be filming again. I haven't been making YouTube videos mainly because we have been adjusting here at the house. Raina is going to be 1 month in a few days. She was born on the 7th, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the day she was born. I don't have a lot of footage because contractions suck. We went to my doctor's appointment and they stuck me in a room to listen to the baby's heartbeat. They also did my blood pressure. I was sitting in that room for a little bit listening to the baby's heartbeat. The doctor came back in and she wanted to redo my blood pressure. She redid it like twice, and she like had this look on her face where like you can pretty much tell when something's wrong. And I was like, oh my god, like, is the baby okay and everything? And she's like, yeah, baby's okay, but she's like, I'm kind of concerned about you. She's like, I'll meet you in the next room over. So she took me out of the room that I was in, and we went into the regular like doctor's room, patient room. I don't know what you want to call it. But so I went into a different room, and then she basically told me that she is worried that I had gestational hypertension. Gestational hypertension is just a fancy word for high blood pressure in pregnancy. Basically a concern because it can affect the liver, the kidneys, the brain, the uterus, and the placenta. My doctor said that I could wait until the next day, which would have been my due date, January 8th. But she didn't recommend it. Once we got to the maternity unit, they wanted to COVID test us before they put us in a room. If we would have had COVID, we would have had to go into a different part of the unit and go into a different room. After we got into our room, they just hooked me all up. They put like medication up there to start my contractions, and then I kind of just eased into it, and then at a certain point they broke my water. I did end up getting an epidural, which is a very big needle that goes in your spine. It's supposed to like numb wherever you're contracting, but my epidural, it was helping, but it also wasn't helping. And when it wasn't helping, it sucked. Also, we had a scare with her because her heart rate started dropping like excessively. They ended up putting fluid back in me, and they did like a bunch of different things to try to bring her heart rate up. And they told me that if they couldn't fix the problem, that I would have to get a C-section. I was terrified. Marquise was very upset because, you know, it's his first baby. He was super scared. I was like on the verge of tears because I was worried for me and for her. But luckily everything got fixed. Everything got resolved. They had me do a lot of different positions when it was time for her to come out. I never really did that before with my first and my second kid. Like, this experience was very, very different. They had me on my hands and knees. I was sitting like in the throne position, like sitting upright or whatever. And then when they had me on my hands and knees trying, they ended up bringing in like a beanbag, and I was like, what is this for? I was like, do I sit on this? They're like, if you want. And they're like, you've never done different positions before? I was like, I've never had to do that with like any of my other kids. I was like, they've always had me lay on like my back or my side, but I've never never did any of these like other things. So my appointment that day was at like 10 in the morning. They broke my water at like 5:10 p.m. and then they gave me my epidural at 5:52 p.m. And then Miss Raina was born at 9:17 p.m. and she was 6 pounds and 13 ounces. She's getting sleepy. She doesn't stay awake for very long. Not in the morning anyways. She's normally very awake in like the afternoon for like a couple hours. And then at night, at first she wasn't doing very well when we brought her home. And I think it was my fault because with both of my kids, I had used Gentle Ease formula and not the regular kind. And she had been fussy, so I thought maybe it might be a gas problem. So I had started her with Gentle Ease, even though she was on regular at the hospital. I quickly realized that she was having issues with the Gentle Ease more than she was with the regular formula. So I decided to put her back on the normal one. It's like a yellow can. So at first she wasn't sleeping through the night because obviously her tummy was upset from the formula that I had her on. I'm so sorry, Raina. She would be up for like several hours. It'd be so hard to get her back to bed. She's doing a lot better now. She sleeps through the night. She only woke up like once last night. I think it was at like 4 something in the morning, and then she went back to bed at like 5:30. And then she slept in this morning until about like 8:15, 8:20. But now that she's asleep, I'm about to put her in the swing and kind of go take care of myself. Maybe clean some bottles, have some breakfast, make some coffee. So this is her swing. I have this blanket in here. This thing is like super old. First of all, I had this with my daughter. I kept it for my son, and now it's Raina's. So it's kind of seen all 3 of the kids. So it's old. The pillow on this thing is super like used, so it's kind of flat. So I just kind of put this blanket down and folded it so it's a little bit more padded where her head's gonna be, so that way it's comfortable. And just to kind of support her head a little bit as she sits in it or sleeps in it. She fell asleep, so I'm gonna put her in the swing for a minute. That way I can go do bottles and do some other little things. If you're a new parent, some tips that I would give you is, one of them being, if you are bottle feeding, like I am, the minute the baby's done using the bottle, if you can, rinse those bad boys out, because if you don't, they are going to stink so bad. Also, if you have a kid or if you have more than one kid, definitely take advantage of getting help and support to take care of those kids, whether it be like food stamps where they help you with food. Here in Michigan, we have something called WIC, where you go through this process of like paperwork and stuff and information, and once you're done, they help you get formula and food for the house as well. Definitely take advantage of those things because it really does help. Don't be stupid like me. My first kid, I didn't do any of those things because I wanted to be independent. Girl, go out there and get you some help because you are gonna need all the help you can get with these kids. As I was saying about the bottles being stinky, one thing that I noticed with WIC is ever since they switched from Enfamil to Similac, Similac smells way worse than Enfamil when it sours. I don't know why, but it's not it. So just make sure that you rinse these bottles out because formula, when it sits, stinks. Also, don't come for me. I didn't do dishes last night. I was way too tired. I also haven't even brushed my hair yet. That's how you know it's the morning. Normally, what I like to do is I like to do the bottles first and then do the dishes in the morning. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And I always clean the sink before I wash the bottles.
So really quick, I'll show you guys how my bottles come apart. Every bottle's probably a little bit different, or they might be the same. I don't know. I've had these bottles for like years. Everything that I have, I've pretty much kept since Lily was born. The only thing that's really new is her bathtub that we bought. Everything else I've kept. I kept her rocker. I don't know what you call that thing. I call it like a rocker bouncer. But I have like a little jumper that she can like jump in, and there's toys on it. I have the swing. I have a pack and play. Oh, and the co-sleeper that we have next to our bed, that is new. I'm really glad I didn't get rid of that stuff yet. I'll probably end up keeping all this stuff unless it either retires on me or if I know I'm done having kids. I'm gonna sound crazy, but I would like at least one more. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon.
Hell the fuck no. Hell the fuck no.
Not for at least 5-6 more years, at least. I'm getting off track. Anyways, so this is how my bottles come apart. You have the nipple that just kind of, if you push it like this, it pops out. So, goes out like that. And then this bottom piece screws off like this. Okay, well that normally doesn't happen. Normally I have to pull it out of here, but this piece, hold on, I'll show you. So it screws off of this, and then this white piece, I normally have to like pull it out. And you wanna make sure, if you're a new parent and you don't know this, you're gonna wanna make sure that you take all the pieces apart and you clean them, because if you don't, you can get like mold and shit just like stuck up in these pieces. And then when your baby goes to like drink from his or her bottle, they're gonna be drinking this stuff. So. I got her in her jammies now. I didn't want to record while I gave her a bath because obvious reasons. But other than that, we also got her all dressed. She's in her cute little jammies. Want to do a little outfit of the day? We got a cute little monkey on them. Yeah. She's very, very awake. So I think what I'm going to do is try to give her some more of her bottle and see if she wants to take another nap. She's supposed to be getting so many hours of sleep a day, but she really likes to be alert and hang out most of the days. So, it's not a bad thing. I love hanging out with her. I think what I'm about to do is try to fold some laundry because, well, we did laundry on Saturday and Sunday and it's Wednesday, right? Oh my God, it's Thursday. Holy crap. Time flies when you have 3 kids. If you guys want to see what it's like with 3 kids, keep watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hey guys, so I'm editing this video right now and I just realized that I didn't have an outro. So I just want to say thank you for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos, and if you want to see any behind the scenes, make sure to follow my socials.